All right, Nick, thank you for that. Well, if you're a caregiver, as many of us are, you already are overwhelmed with daily responsibilities, and they could leave you even more vulnerable during this busy holiday season. So here to talk about how to create more joy and maybe a little less stress, and there's nothing wrong with that picture, is Ruth Teets, the Director of Marketing for Baptist Health System. And Ruth, thank you for being with us, and thank you for tackling a subject that I think we could all use a little help with. Doesn't matter even if you're caring for an elderly parent or whatever, just how to sort of de-stress your life.
Right. Less is more, especially when it comes to stress.
Okay.
Recognize the signs of stress and burnout. If you're feeling fatigued all the time, foggy thinking, you have an inability to sit still, just can't quiet yourself, or maybe it's the opposite, you're just frozen and paralyzed by just all that you have to do, remember, it's okay to let that go. And pay attention to your motivation levels. If you're just really feeling out of sorts and that nothing you do helps the person you're caring for or the situation you're involved in as a caregiver, know that it might be time and recognize the signs that you're burnt out.
All right, so you say, okay, I'm burnt out. How do I treat myself well so that I can cope?
That's the hard part. Self-care needs to be number one. And when you're a caregiver, often you put yourself and your own needs last. You really need to reverse that thinking. Do something good for yourself. Get out and get some exercise. Even if you don't exercise, you'll feel better. It reduces stress. And get out in the fresh air. Vitamin D is so important. If you're out there for 15 minutes, it'll clear your whole frame of mind, change your perspective, and things will look a little bit better.
You know, it's funny. I mean, I just last night woke up in the middle of the night with, like, in my head going through, oh my gosh, I've got so much to do. And then you can't sleep. I mean, how do you kind of handle that mental to-do list that's just overwhelming?
Simplify. And that sounds tough too when there's so much more to do. It doesn't need to be all about perfect. Get over being perfect. Know that you're doing what you can do. Create fun, create good energy for the person you're caring for. Create good experiences. So maybe grandma and grandpa can't get out anymore for Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner or whatever your holiday tradition is. Bring the festivities to them. Change up some new traditions. Know that things are going to change as you're a caregiver, and being able to zig and zag and really roll with it is going to be the best thing you can do. So take care of yourself, take a deep breath, and happy holiday season.
All right, I like your thinking. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And of course, if you'd like more information about Baptist Health Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, maybe you want to suggest a topic for 6 on Seniors, the number 370-4700, or you can check them out online at bapthealth.com or look for them on Facebook. And there's more to come here on CBS 6 News at noon. Mr. Food's Test Kitchen coming up, and they're starting the Christmas cookie countdown.